My journey began with a longing, a deep, unshakable desire that had been growing within me for years, urging me to seek something beyond the ordinary. A yearning for peace, for beauty, for escape. I wanted to find a place where I could truly breathe, where the chaos of everyday life would be nothing but a distant memory. The world felt chaotic, demanding, the constant noise, the endless rush, the never-ending demands on my time and energy. It was all too much. I craved stillness, a place to breathe, a sanctuary where I could reconnect with myself and the natural world, away from the relentless pace of modern life. Then I discovered it, a hidden valley tucked away in the mountains. A place that seemed almost magical, untouched by the hustle and bustle of the outside world. It promised sanctuary, a chance to reconnect with myself and the natural world, a place where I could find peace and solitude, where I could truly be myself. The journey itself was a transformation. Each step I took, each mile I traveled, brought me closer to the tranquility I sought. Each mile I traveled, the noise and stress of everyday life seemed to fade. The further I went, the more I felt the weight of the world lifting off my shoulders. The air grew fresher, infused with the scent of pine and earth. The sounds of nature began to replace the constant hum of the city, and I felt a sense of calm wash over me. As I approached the valley, a sense of calm washed over me. The beauty of the landscape, the serenity of the surroundings, it was everything I had been searching for. I knew I had found something special. A place where I could find peace and solitude, where I could reconnect with myself and the natural world. This was the beginning of a new chapter in my life, a journey of self-discovery and transformation. The valley unfolded before me like a painting. Towering peaks reached for the sky, their slopes blanketed in emerald forests. A crystal-clear river wound its way through the valley floor, its gentle current a soothing melody. The air was alive with the sound of birdsong and the rustle of leaves in the breeze. I breathed deeply, filling my lungs with the pure mountain air. Time seemed to slow down. The worries that had weighed me down only days before now felt distant and insignificant. In this moment, surrounded by nature's embrace, I found a sense of peace I had never known. Each day in the valley brought new discoveries. Hidden waterfalls cascaded down moss-covered cliffs, their spray creating rainbows in the sunlight. Ancient trees stood as silent guardians, their branches reaching towards the heavens. Trails wound through the forest, leading to breathtaking vistas and secluded meadows. One afternoon, I stumbled upon a hidden grotto tucked away behind a curtain of vines. Inside, the air was cool and damp, the sound of dripping water echoing softly. Sunlight streamed through an opening in the ceiling, illuminating a pool of water so clear it seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly light. Every moment in the valley was a gift. The air was crisp and fresh, filling my lungs with a sense of renewal. The beauty of the landscape was almost surreal, as if painted by the hands of a master artist. Sunrise painted the sky in hues of pink and orange, a daily masterpiece that never ceased to amaze me. Each morning I would rise early just to witness this spectacle, feeling the warmth of the first light on my face, casting long shadows across the dew-kissed meadows. The grass sparkled like a field of diamonds, and the world seemed to hold its breath in those precious moments of dawn. Days were spent exploring the surrounding wilderness, where every path led to new discoveries. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds and the rustling of leaves, a symphony of nature that played just for me, each step a meditation in the present moment. Walking through the forest, I felt a deep connection to the earth beneath my feet, grounding me in the here and now. As evening approached, I would find a quiet spot by the river where the water flowed gently, whispering secrets of the ages. The river's song was a soothing balm to my soul, watching the sun dip below the horizon. The sky would transform into a canvas of vibrant colors, reflecting off the water and creating a mesmerizing display. One evening, as I sat by the riverbank, lost in the beauty of the moment, I felt a sense of timelessness, as if the world had paused just for me. A family of deer emerged from the forest. They moved with a grace and ease that took my breath away, their presence a reminder of the harmony that exists in nature. They moved with a grace and ease that took my breath away. Their gentle movements were a dance of life, a testament to the beauty of the natural world. For a time, we simply observed each other, sharing a silent connection. In their eyes, I saw a reflection of my own soul, a deep understanding that transcended words. In that moment, I felt a profound sense of peace and belonging. The valley, the river, the deer, they were all part of a greater whole, and so was I. It was a moment of pure bliss, a memory that would stay with me forever. Finding your own slice of heaven is a journey of self-discovery. It begins with listening to your heart, to that quiet yearning for something more. Seek out places where nature thrives, where the air is fresh and the sounds of the modern world fade into the background. Be open to the unexpected. Sometimes the most breathtaking destinations are found off the beaten path, hidden away from the crowds. Embrace the journey as much as the destination. Allow yourself to get lost in the moment, to savor the simple pleasures of nature. The beauty of the valley lay not only in its grand vistas, but also in its intricate details. Wildflowers in every color imaginable carpeted the meadows, their delicate petals dancing in the breeze. Butterflies flitted from blossom to blossom, their wings like stained glass windows catching the sunlight. The forest floor was a tapestry of textures and hues. Mosses and lichens clung to rocks and fallen logs, their emerald green and silver gray shades creating an ethereal glow. Mushrooms, some brightly colored and others blending seamlessly with the undergrowth, sprouted from the damp earth, each one a tiny marvel of nature's artistry. Life in the valley followed a different rhythm, one that was deeply intertwined with the natural world around it. It was a rhythm dictated by the rising and setting sun, the changing seasons, and the subtle shifts in the environment that marked the passage of time. The ebb and flow of the river mirrored the cycles of life, its gentle current a constant reminder of nature's unending journey. There was a comforting predictability to it, a sense of order and balance that brought a deep sense of peace. This timelessness allowed me to truly unwind, to let go of the stresses and worries of modern life and reconnect with something more primal and enduring. I woke with the dawn, the first light of day casting a golden hue over the landscape, filling me with a sense of renewal and possibility. The air was filled with the sound of birdsong, a symphony of nature that greeted me each morning. Days were spent exploring the valley, hiking along its many trails, or simply sitting by the river, watching the water flow by and feeling a deep connection to the earth. Listening to the gentle murmur of the water was a form of meditation, a way to quiet the mind and find inner peace. As evening approached, the forest came alive with the sounds of nocturnal creatures. Their calls a reminder of the vibrant life that thrived in the darkness. Their calls were a lullaby that eased me into a peaceful sleep, a nightly ritual that marked the end of another day in harmony with nature. The rhythm of the valley was more than just a pattern of life. It was a profound connection to the world around me, a reminder of the beauty and simplicity that can be found when we take the time to truly listen and observe. One of the greatest joys of traveling is embracing the unexpected. It was a lesson I learned time and again during my time in the valley. One afternoon, as I hiked a trail I'd never explored before, I stumbled upon a hidden meadow. The meadow was bathed in golden sunlight, wildflowers swaying gently in the breeze. In the center stood a solitary oak tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like arms outstretched in welcome. It was a scene of such unexpected beauty that it took my breath away. The valley became my sanctuary, a place where I could escape the demands of the outside world and reconnect with my inner self. Surrounded by the peace and beauty of nature, I found a sense of clarity and purpose that had eluded me for far too long. Each day brought new opportunities for reflection and growth. I spent hours hiking the trails. Lost in contemplation, I sat by the river, listening to the water flow over the rocks, my thoughts gradually quieting, and slowly, I began to heal. As I prepared to leave the valley, I was filled with a profound sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the beauty I had witnessed, the peace I had found, the lessons I had learned. But I also felt a sense of responsibility, a responsibility to protect this precious place, to ensure that it remained a sanctuary for generations to come. I resolved to tread lightly upon the earth, to minimize my impact on the environment. I vowed to share my experiences with others, to inspire them to seek out their own slices of heaven and to become stewards of our planet. Heaven on earth is not a myth. It exists in the untouched corners of our planet, in the places where nature still reigns supreme. It exists in the whisper of the wind through the trees, in the crashing of waves against the shore and the sight of a sky ablaze with stars. It exists within each of us, waiting to be discovered. All we have to do is open our hearts, embrace the journey, and allow ourselves to be awed by the beauty that surrounds us.